All right, we're down to 60 seconds in this warm-up for game number 3. Lady Rough Riders are in their whites. They will be playing as the away or guest team. We are up against the Omaha Lady Lancers, who will be in the black and orange. Final 20 seconds of the warm-up, and we'll get this game started. We're feeling pretty lucky. They opened up the doors to the outside so we can get some fresh -9 temperature air. Not sure why they're doing that other than I'm guessing they want to cause ice on the boards over on the far side. All right, the girls sound nice and amped up. Downtime between our morning game and this game. Some of the girls had, well, I hope they all had lunch. Had lunch. Some did a review of the first game with some of the coaches. Hung out, did some stick handling. Of course, some TikToks. All right, here we go. Looks like we have Catherine on this inside wing, Harper on center, Amelia on that far wing, Georgia, and Maddie Banish. Here we go. Good face-off win by Harper. She gets it all the way into the zone. She's driving it into the zone. Puck's down in. Catherine's putting some pressure on. She's got 2 players on her. They're rushing out. Maddie in front, she gets a bit of it. Georgia picks up the rest of it. The Lancer wiped out on the blue line. Must be sticking up over there. We're back down into their zone. Lancers are trying to get it out. Maddie Benish saves that blue line. Gets out and about. Harper back to Maddie Benish. Bit of a turnover there, but Georgia backed up Maddie. Up to Catherine. Catherine puts it in deep, back behind the net. Harper gets a stick on it there temporarily. Lancers are resetting, coming across. Emily and Evelyn are in for Georgia. Shot on goal from Lancers. There's a rebound there. Trying to do a wraparound. Puck is back behind. Emily gets over into this near wall. We get it up and out. Amelia's chasing it down as it goes into the Lancers zone. She breaks away to get to the bench. Evelyn comes up trying to hold that blue line. She's got it. She gets it up to Lindsay. You can see Lindsay sneak in there. She pushes off into the back behind the goal line. Good poke check there from the side from Charlie. Another poke check by Ann. Good little tip up from the Lancer over to Cat. Cat tipped it up and out. A little meeting over there in front of the Lancers bench between all the players as the Lancers get it back into their zone, pulling us in just a little bit. Got Amelie chasing down that Lancer player, got in front of her but that's all right because Cora was able to deflect it off to the side. Charlie pushes it back over to Amelie. Amelie's picking it up in the corner. She backhands it to Cat. Cat gets it up and out. They put it back in, delayed offside. Ann's now taking it on the outside edge. Got a poke check on her there temporarily. Puck went into the zone, back out. Their forwards are driving in, all three of them. We have Maddie Benish and Sasha in there now. Lancer puts it over directly into Maddie Benish. Fantastic effort by Benish and Sasha. Sasha gets a hold of it. She puts it all the way across. No icing. It's a nice move by Sasha, allowing some fresh players to get on the ice. And McKenzie down here putting pressure on. Cora bats the puck away as it comes across. I don't think it would have gone in. Puck all the way out of our zone. We have Haley and M gets a tip in, goes into the zone. Their D puts it D to D in the backside. Buck gets out and about. McKenzie picks it out, but she gets shoved out of the way. Oh, we've got a shooter right in front of Cora. Fantastic job by Cora. 2 shots on goal on her. One that uncontested one right up in front. Stopped it, looked like a shoot off. Went off to the side. That same Lancer went over and took another shot from the side. Cora was able to cover it up. Looks like we have the Catherine, Mila, and Harper show out here with Evelyn, and shot on goal. It bounced off Cora's stick. I didn't even see the shooter do it. George is down there getting the puck back behind with Harper. Puck gets loose over into this corner. Lancers pick it up. They put it back behind the net. They're setting up 2 shooters up in front. Georgia got over to it faster, and this near wall gets up and out. We have Catherine bring it up, hung up right down below us. Harper pushes one of the Lancers out of the way, gets her into the wall. Keeps her from getting any kind of passes off. We get it out of the zone as they smack it back in. Puck goes past from a pass up. No icing. Harper and Catherine and Amelia are down there in the zone as we get Emily and Amelie out here. Amelie stops the pass out from the Lancers, got past her. They lost the puck. Good pressure by Amelie. Shot toward goal from this bottom of the inside circle, goes wide. Puck got lost down below Amelia, but Catherine backed her up. Catherine put the puck into the zone as we get some fresh skaters onto the ice. Looks like we're short a player here. We need to get one more. We've got a 4-on-5 right now. Here comes Cat. Sasha got the puck over into the corner edge over to Lindsay. Lindsay's bringing it forward. Sasha puts it at the top of the point just inside the zone. Cat was putting some great pressure on. We've got a Lancer racing down into our zone. Lindsay picks it up on that far wall. It gets off her stick and gets a stick on it for a second. They do a centering pass. Charlie gets right in the mix of it. They try and get a shot off there. It was a shot. It glanced off Cora's leg pad. We're clogging up the shooting zone, but puck goes off of Cora's net, or I'm sorry, her glove onto the top of the net. It's a great block by Cora. Addie and Georgia on D. Looks like we have the Catherine, Haley, An M show. Haley gets the puck up and out over to this neutral zone. McKenzie's putting some good pressure on as the Lancers reset in the zone. Oh, they lost the puck. Haley got in there and disrupted their flow. Puck gets all the way back across the neutral zone. Georgia picks it up just before it gets to our blue line. She swings around, gets it all the way up to M. M's in the zone with Haley. Haley's down the corner. She passes it forward, but it went into the hands or the stick of the Lancers. Lancers kick it up and out. Georgia stopped it at the center red line.
Come on, let's go.
M got blown off of her feet from one of the players. Shot toward goal from McKenzie. It goes a little bit wide. Looks like they have preference giving it to this number 96 on the Lancers. They get the puck down into the corner. They put it over. Oh, looks like it bounced off the side of the net. It's back behind. George or Maddie gets it. She puts it up along this wall. Catherine was right on her back as it was coming across. Georgia gets it down that far corner. Puck gets body blocked. Good pass up to Catherine. Catherine lost the edge, but she puts it all the way across the ice, across the neutral, into their zone at an angle. So no icing. They reset, come back into our zone. Evelyn's on the ice now. She catches a bit of that puck down in that far wall. Backed up by Harper. Shot toward goal, hits Cora's stick, and she bats it off to the side. Emily's putting some good back pressure. Harper gets a little bit of the puck is loose. Oh my God. Harper got in there and smacked it to the side. She's trying to drive it out as she gets run into the boards here. She got it out. Her and Amelia get caught up as puck goes across. Evelyn gets it up. Puck almost went up and out. They get it up to Catherine. Catherine's got a lot of pressure as she's gets taken off her skates over there. We've got a super fast past all of us. Two forwards right in front. They do a centering pass. Emily got there first. I'm sorry, that was Evelyn. Emily's got it in this near circle. She gets it to Kat. Kat's battling. Kat gets knocked down. Shot on goal again. And again. Those were double rebounds from the same player getting their own. Another shot toward goal. Cora slides out and kicks it away with a leg pad. Puck is loose again. We've got to stop him from setting up. Shot on goal right into Cora's waiting arms. Ooh, let's get that Lancer line off the ice. Looks like they're coming off. We're getting some fresh skaters on here. Looks like we have Kat, Lindsay, Ann, Amelie, and looks like Charlie down there in D. I'm guessing the Lancers do a lot of their practices about setting up behind the opposite team's net. Charlie gets caught up. So that was Amelie getting caught up with this inside wall, but the puck gets over on the far side. Lindsay's got it. She's trying to get it up and forward. Ann's backing her up. She gets swept from behind on her skates. No tripping. They do a setup, trying to shoot across, hits the side of the net. We're down to 4:15 in this first period as the girls hold the Lancers off. They're at the top of the point. They take a shot. I don't know who it bounced off, but it went off to that far corner. Looks like Charlie smacked it pretty far forward. Lancers trying to reset. We're putting pressure in this neutral zone. Cat back to Charlie. Charlie tries to get it up over to Lindsay. Lindsay's got someone right on her shoulder as it comes across to her. Lancers are bringing it in as they get an entire fresh line minus the shooter that's down in our zone. Sasha backs up. Gets it up to Kat. Oh, Sasha whacked into the wall. Hopefully she's okay. Oh. I don't see how she fell, but I just saw a stick flying. Hopefully she's okay. Coach Richie's coming on, check on Sasha. We're down to 3:32 in this first period. She was coming across pretty quick. I don't know if she got caught up with another player or just had the speed. All right, she's getting up. We'll do our face-off here in our zone on this near circle. Looks like it's M. Haley and Mackenzie. Mackenzie picks up a bad pass from the Lancers, pushing it down into their zone, chasing them. With pressure by Haley. Haley's putting some pressure on. Puck gets up here to Maddie Benish right down here in front of us. Puck goes forward again. Lancers are resetting behind the net. We have Georgia back here on D also. Georgia saves that blue line shot on goal. Oh, the buck almost ramped off her stick into the goal. Maddie gets a stick on it as they're trying to rush across the neutral zone. Mackenzie gets a piece of it. Gets past Georgia. Maddie Bench gets a tip on it. Oh, and the Lancers lost their edge just as they were coming across. I think Cora batted it away. Oh, there's a... We passed from behind the goal line, and there was a waiting Lancer right there, and they took a shot and got the goal. Goal Omaha at 2:36 in the first period. We have Catherine, Harper, Amelia, Evelyn, and Emily for our D. Harper wins that faceoff, gets back to Evelyn. Evelyn bounces off this wall, gets back to their D. Catherine tried to rush it. Emily gets right in the way of that Lancer as they try and get it into the zone. We got it out. Harper's resetting in the neutral zone. She's in the zone, cuts across from this inside circle. She gets hit from behind. There's a back pass to Evelyn, but gets glanced off one of the Lancer players. Lancers are resetting back behind the net. Do some nice handling as they get it out and across. They're out in front. It's just Cora and this Lancer. And they got a shot off. It sounded like it was off her stick and glanced out. Harper's putting pressure on the centering pass by the Lancers again. Oh, Cora gets a stick out there and bounces it away. Harper's resetting behind the goal line. She's telling, I think she yelled Catherine. Good pass up to Catherine, but just got Lancers all over her. Sounds like there should be a cream for that. Lancers are in this inside circle. They're looking for a setup. They get it across the ice to the far point. They try to do a centering point. Amelie is all over. That was fantastic job between Charlie, Harper, and Amelie. They did get a shot off, but it was a haphazard shot, and Cora was able to stop it. You can see the reaction from the Lancers as they had some really good passes, but we were ruining most of them. Ann's doing our face-off. Looks like we have Lindsay, Kat, Amelie and Charlie. Amelie catches a shot going toward the net, and she bats it across the ice. No icing call. Lancers are resetting the zone and just saves of that blue line by back pass as she's skating out. We're down to 50 seconds on this first period. Rough Riders only down by 1. A bit of a tip in past Charlie. Sasha picks it up. Sasha's doing good out there. She pushes it back into the zone. Ann's putting some good pressure. The right down below us. Kat's putting some back pressure on that Lancer. Charlie and Georgia cross paths right there in front of the Lancer, keeping her from doing anything. 23 seconds in this first period. Puck is loose. Centering shot. Oh, crap. You hear the groans all around and faraway clapping of the Lancers' parents. The puck went toward the net, and the Lancer in front immediately did a backhanded shot blind and snuck around into the net. 16.5 seconds, goal number 2, Omaha. Good win by Ann. She gets it over to Emily. Kat's chasing into the zone along with Lindsay on that far side. Puck gets out, stops at Ann's skate. Ann gets knocked off her skates with the final second on the buzzer. All right, we will be back in 60 seconds.
Check in for your flights, ladies. It looks like if nobody else is there, we can fill the restaurant. That's what it looks like. It looks like another, maybe order at the... It is a counter service. Yeah, that works really well. I thought...
All right, there's the end of the second period. I'm sorry, the end of the first period, start of the second period. Looks like we're going to have Mackenzie, M, and Haley on the front end with Evelyn and Emily on the D. Cora's in her temporary home over here on our left side. Good face-off win by Mackenzie. Lancers rushed the line, but we got a hold of it. Haley pushes it forward. Their D picked it up. They do a bad pass. M picks it up. She takes a shot on goal off the leg pad. Haley picks up just a centering pass. We're almost there, but they're out in front again. Mackenzie's doing everything she can to stop the advance. Puck is loose. And there's the whistle as the girls try and keep the Lancers away from Cora. Cora was able to cover it up. Have a face-off here at 13:33 in the second period. Looks like we have Harper, Amelia, Catherine. Good face-off win by Harper, goes all the way into the top of the wall. Harper picks up a ricochet. She's coming across. She's got one in front, coming one from the side. She's taking the shot. Shot just goes wide of the net. Georgia catches it back on this blue line. She takes a shot, goes a couple feet wide. Lancers reset. They're coming out of the zone. We have Maddie Benish and Georgia out here on D. Good poke check by Maddie Benish from the side. Georgia's trying to block. All right, got a tip up from Harper. Harper's got it at the top of the circle. She's across the zone. She bats it forward. Picks it up in the corner. Gets it back to Georgia. Georgia's at the blue line. She takes a shot off the leg pad. Gets over into that far blue line. Maddie Benish saves it, goes forward. Their D picked it up. They put it up to their forward, bounced off their skates. They try to do a backhanded pass, but Georgia's all over. Harper picked up that rebound. She's taking it down into the zone. They put it up into this corner. Gets past Georgia over the blue line. Got a fast skater coming up. Georgia from behind. Maddie Benish in front. Maddie Benish with a great long poke check on her. Forecheck. Shot on goal off of Cora. Catherine putting pressure on that player over in that far wall. Harper putting pressure. Gets back to Georgia. Harper put it on this inside wall, top of the point. Oh, off of Georgia's stick. Shot on goal, another shot on goal, and that's in this time off the rebound. 11:55, goal number 3 for Omaha. We have Ann at center, Lindsay on this near wing, Kat in the far wing. Looks like Charlie and Amelie. Amelie gets that good face-off win. Puts it in deep toward the blue line, gets past, back to their D. They put it right back to Amelie. Amelie's down there helping out Kat as they're right in front of the bench battling it out. It gets up and out. And to Charlie. Charlie's skating it on this inside wall. She does a centering pass. Kat's got over there first. Nice effort. Up to Charlie at top of the point. Charlie got a bit of a shoulder there. Some back and forth back behind the net. Kat gets a bit of a stick time on there. Gets past Amelie, but she's backed up by Charlie. Gets put back into the zone.
Nice shot, Charlie!
Charlie locks up the player, but she gets past and helps out. Knocks off. They do a centering pass. They try and chip it forward as they've got a player on the front porch. Number 62 doing this tap dance across the inside circle. They take a shot from top of the point once and twice.
Nice.
Kat getting in there, gets the puck out. Lindsay taps it a little bit forward. She's right down below us. Sasha gets a long stick on it. She backhands it forward, but right as one of the players coming on the ice, she's out in front, and that is goal number 4 at 10:23. That player came right off the bench and was right there as we passed into the neutral zone and had all the momentum to skate straight in. All right, we've got M, Mackenzie, and Haley, Georgia and Emily on D. Good face-off win by Mackenzie. She gets knocked off her feet. Good pass forward from Georgia up to Mackenzie. Puck is down inside of the Lancers' far corner as Lancers work on getting it out. Georgia loses that blue line, but she does a great back check. Emily's backing her up. Emily to Georgia had a bit too much energy, so it bounced off the wall as a offside on the Lancers as they were very eager to get into our zone without looking to see if they had other players already in there. 9:58, face-off here right on the Rough Riders near face-off dot. Another good win by Mackenzie over to Haley. Haley backhands it, goes right in front of the Rough Riders bench. Lancers reset the pass across the neutral zone, and they're in our zone. Amelie's putting some pressure on. Good poke check up from the side from Mackenzie. They're working on going back behind. Centering pass. Amelie catches that pass and pushes it out of our zone. Good pickoff by Haley as they're going D-to-D passing. Now they're on forward to forward. Amelie gets a stick on it again. Gets off of M. That's going to be an icing against Lady Rough Riders as we change out the entire lineup. Looks like we have Sasha and Evelyn on D. Catherine, Amelia, and Harper.
Like the
Omaha wins that face-off. They get it back to their D. Their D tried to take a one-timer shot, and it went 10 feet wide. They've got it back down into our top of the zone and almost went out as their D just stopped it within inches. Sasha's putting pressure on. Ref's in the way. Harper gets over to that wall, pushes it in, gets up to Amelia. Amelia backhands it right to the D player. The D player goes across to the far wing. They center it. Harper bats it out over to Sasha. Sasha tries to bat out right to one of the D players. Shot and shot. Get on the two shots, consecutive shots from. Oh, we've got a penalty, looks like, against Catherine. It's a hook call. We are going to be on a
second period, Catherine.
Congratulations, Catherine, to waiting until the second period before she goes hang out in the box. Face-off win by Harper, gets back to Cora. Cora bats it off over to Mackenzie. Mackenzie's trying to get it up and out of this zone. Got some spectators in the way, so we can't see it. Harper's putting pressure on. She gets a bit of a stick on it. Mackenzie's putting pressure on right down below me. They do a pass across. Harper gets a piece of it. Puck goes up in the air. They're back in our zone. We have Emily and Georgia back here on D for our 4-on-5. Minute 27 left as we get the puck out. Their D is resetting, coming all the way back into their zone. Oh, they screwed up on a pass. Harper's putting pressure on it as their D passes it forward. Georgia saw that pass coming. She put some pressure on it. Omaha is all clumped up just right down below us as they're trying to figure out what to do on a power play. Puck goes up and in. It's a goal. It got ramped up and over the stick and went into the goal. That's goal number 5 for Omaha at 7:29. Catherine is going back over to the Rough Rider bench. Looks like we have Mackenzie, Haley, and M on our front line. Charlie and Amelie back here on D. Puck got caught up there in between the centers. They put it into our zone. We do a pass that was not the best pass. Slap shot by one of their D players. Right up to the centering point. Mackenzie was able to bump it up to M. M gets back check. Gets kicked all the way back. Amelie's putting pressure. She got a stick on it temporarily, forcing Omaha to put it over in that far corner. Amelie and Charlie are down here in this section. Puck gets off Charlie's stick, put it out and across center ice. Their D picked it up. M's putting some pressure on as she pushes girl into the wall. Amelie gets it, banks it off the wall, gets it forward to M. M puts it in deep. Puck is back behind the net. Ann's got down there quick. Backed up by Haley. They're surrounding that player trying to get the puck out. We have Lindsay on the front doorstep. Oh, Kat puts it. I'm sorry, that was M puts it to Lindsay. Just got past her. Amelie Reese gets the puck, puts it across the ice. Ann's bringing it in with Lindsay. Shot on goal. The puck is loose. Oh, there's a rebound. Goalie reached back and grabbed the puck. We're down to 5:58 in the second period. And Lindsay Cat on the front. Sasha, Maddie Benish on D. Face-off win by the Lancers. Lancers do a behind the net, bring it forward. They got two forwards coming in and put some great pressure as she gets the puck over into that corner and loose. Lancers pick it up back behind our net. They do a centering pass to the point, back over to their D. Their D passes it to that far circle, takes a shot right into Cora's waiting glove. We're down to 5:28 in the second period. Harper, Catherine, and Amelia out there on the front line. Evelyn and Georgia on D. Lancers got it down this corner as Harper pins the girl into the wall. They do a centering pass from behind the net. Georgia picked it up. Georgia's skating it across with Catherine. Puck gets knocked off her stick, but into their zone. Georgia keeps that momentum up as she gets caught up back behind the wall. Harper backed up. Georgia took the D position. Puck goes up and over. Evelyn is, and Georgia is already down in there. Harper picks it up back behind her net. She bats it forward, but their D comes in. That is thankfully not a tripping call as Harper reached out for it and girls went off her skates. Puck's out and across the neutral zone, just barely into their zone as they go D to D. D to D again. Good pressure by Harper and Amelia. Harper stopped at the blue line. She wraps it around the wall. Goes back behind the net. Catherine's there. Lancers get to it first. Their passing game is amazing as they skate into the zone. Georgia's out in front. They try and set up. They had too much speed, so they were not able to get an accurate shot off. Cora was able to brush it off. They do a one-timer shot toward the goal, but it goes a couple feet wide. Georgia picks it up over in that corner. She wraps it all the way around the ice. Their D stopped it. They put it back into our inside corner. Evelyn's down there, backed up by Harper. Harper picks up the rebound off of Evelyn. Puck goes out. Harper smacked it down out of the air. She's out in front. Oh, come on. She batted it forward as a pass. We're down to 3:30 in the second period. Looks like we have...
Curious to see how that goes.
McKenzie gets that face-off. She gets her own rebound off the bouncing off players. Over to Haley. Haley takes a shot. The puck is loose. Puck's over in the corner. We have Emily and Charlie on D. We have two Lancers out in front, right in front of Cora. Shot on goal, and Cora reached out and was able to stop it. They are just out racing us when they get the momentum. We're getting caught with going in the wrong direction as they do turnovers. It was a great stop by Cora. We're down to 3:05. Looks like we have McKenzie doing the face-off. Good face-off by McKenzie, M and Haley. We have Mandy Benish and Amelie out there on D. Puck gets tied up with M over in that far side. Amelie skates it to the top of the outside circle. She puts it and banks it off the halfway mark on the ice, giving us time to get out of our zone, forcing Lancers out. Good pressure by Emily. Lancers bring it all the way in. They're back behind our goal line as we're putting pressure on them. Looks like it's Amelie and M down here in this inside wall. Centering pass from the inside corner to about 10 feet out from Cora, and they put in goal number 6 at 2:14 in the second period. We are now moving to a run clock after this puck drop. And Lindsay and Kat out there on our front line. Gets back to Sasha. Good face-off win by Ann. George is picking it up. Again, they're back behind our net, but Georgia was able to chip it up and out. She's putting on a lot of speed here, coming up on this inside edge. She chips it past. She's got 4 players right behind her. She picked up her own pass going forward into that corner. Lancers working on trying to get it out and keeps the blue line in. Lindsay gets pushed out of the way. Kat tips it toward the net. Kat gets knocked down. They're taking it from that inside zone. It's going to be Georgia versus these 2 forwards. She got a stick on it once, twice. Keeps it out of our zone. She just bats it deep, and that will be an icing against Rough Riders. And that clock stopped. I thought 6 goals and they would keep running it, but maybe they're waiting. I don't know. Face off in our far circle. Harper, Catherine, Amelia, Emily, and looks like Evelyn on D. Puck shot toward goal, but I think it bounced off one of the Lancers players. They do a centering pass. It's right in front of Cora, and Cora reaches out and covers it up. We're down to 117. Good face-off win by Harper. Gets a hold of it, gets back to Emily. Puck got loose. Puck's right in front of the neutrals. Right in front of the crease. Gets batted off to the side. Cora. Thank you for the whistle. Cora pulled the puck back with her stick, bounced off her leg pad, and Omaha tipped the puck into the goal, but they had already blown the whistle. We're down to 63 seconds on this clock in the second period. McKenzie's out here, does a good face-off, gets back to, looks like that's Amelie. Amelie's battling really well. Ooh. I just heard the ref say too high as Amelie tried to swat the puck out of the air as it fell. Just had a whistle blow. Looks like M is going in the penalty box. Not sure what it was. One of the Lancers was down also. Not sure what happened. 47.2 seconds. The rules state shot on goal by Lancers as Charlie blew the Lancer off her skates as she went in for the rebound before she got to Cora. 44 seconds. M will be in that box the entire in-between period. Shot toward goal, goes back behind the net. Rules don't allow her to come out of the penalty box during intermissions. Puck back and forth on that inside circle. Georgia puts it over into this corner, but it slows down when it hits McKenzie. 20 seconds as we get the puck out. Haley's pushing it forward. They're D-to-D. Puts it over in front of our bench. 10 seconds now as it gets down into our zone. George gets it, bounces off McKenzie. McKenzie got her stuck. That was a loud thump. Haley pushed down just as there are some bad passes. Yeah. The ref is like, you have to stay. 60 seconds and we'll be back. End of the second, start of the third. 14 minutes left in this game. Lancers 6, Lady Rough Riders 0. M will be in the box for another minute, 13 seconds. We'll be starting out the third period with a penalty kill. Harper doing the face-off out there with Amelia, Sasha on the back, and Georgia on the back. Puck gets into the zone. Shooter right in front, backhanded pass, and Cora was able to cover it up. Whew. Georgia and Harper were right there battling against the player trying to get a rebound off of Cora. That clock's now in runtime clock. Shot on goal as it bounces off Cora. Good poke check by Amelia. Good aggressiveness. Shot deflected toward Cora. Cora blocks it. It's another rebound. Georgia wraps it all the way down the ice. No icing call. Harper's racing over to this bench. They just got into the zone. Georgia got in front of her, clipped the puck. Sasha steals the puck away. She wraps it over, but one of their forwards grabs it, takes a centering pass off of Amelia. Amelia gets it up and out. M's on the ice now. Good pressure. Offsides on Omaha as they rushed in. (12-12) on this game. Sorry, 12 minutes left in this game. Still says period too, so don't let that fool you. We're in third period. Puck gets all the way into the zone. McKenzie's putting on some great speed as we're putting pressure down into the zone as we're 5-on-5 again. They pass it forward. Good back check by McKenzie. Puck gets into the zone. Charlie gets a piece of it. They try to set up at the point. Ooh. Cora covers it up. Looks like we have same crew. Oh, they changed that D on me. So it's Amelie and Emily out there on D. Puck gets right in front. Emily picks it up. She taps it forward. It's back to McKenzie. McKenzie tries to get it up to M. Puck's down into their zone. Their D picked it up. 11 minutes left in the game. Puck gets out and across to that far blue line. They get it up. Amelie gets a backhanded, keeps it in the neutral zone temporarily as the Lancers move in. They do a centering pass. Some rebounds there as Charlie shoves the Lancer away from Cora. Cora's able to cover it up. Face off on that far side. Looks like we have Evelyn and Emily on D now. Kat, Lindsay, Ann. Ann gets tied up right at the center with the ref. Puck gets back behind the net, and they do a backhanded shot, get it around on the far side of Cora. That was a goal for Omaha, number 7 at 10-10 in the third period. We have Sasha and Georgia in on D now. So there's a false start. Face-off win by Lancers. They get it in, but Georgia gets a body in front of them, stops them, gets the puck out. Kat's skating over to it on this inside wall as Lancers bring it back in. Ann stops it, gets it over to Georgia. Georgia skates behind Cora, gets it up to Lindsay just as their D came forward to rush it back behind our net. And looks like Kat are battling along with Sasha now here down this inside wall, top of the corner. Back and forth, their D put it in deep. Georgia gets it, but one of the Lancers snuck up on her and got a stick right as she passes it. Gets over to Lindsay in that far wall. Sasha gets it. She puts it all the way down the ice. Almost a shot on goal as it missed the post within inches. We'll have a face-off in that far circle at 8:25 or so. Looks like we have the Catherine, Amelia, and Harper show with Amelie and Maddie Banish. Some back and forth as they face-off win by the Lancers. They relay it, get a backhanded shot on Cora. Cora was able to stop it. I'm not sure what the discussion is, but quite a few of the Rough Riders were having a chat with Cora. Good face-off win by Harper. She chips it out of the circle, gets to the point. Catherine gets it. She puts it all the way across the ice. That's going to be an icing call. Damn.
Yeah.
Coming down to the 7:27 on the clock and counting. Some feedback by the coaches from the Rough Riders bench. Sounds like Maddie, do not let her get into the crease. Maddie did awesome. Puck got up and out of the zone. Some hacking by Amelia. Bounced off Harper right at the red line. They have 3 forwards up. Shot on goal. Bounces off of Cora's tip of her skate. Good rebound. Harper's got it out in front. She's chasing. She's out in front by herself. Right in front of their goal. Oh, the goalie put a stick out on her and tripped her. Down to 6:30 as Amelie gets a piece of that puck, gets it up and out, hits Amelia in the back. Catherine picks up the rebound off Amelia's back, almost gets it in the zone. The puck's out and across. Charlie picks up it. She's coming on the ice, gets caught on the skater right down below. So we're across the red line. She puts it in deep right to the D. They go D to D, D to D again. Harper and Ann are down there putting some pressure. So that was That was Haley, sorry. Lancers get in, top of the crease. Shot on goal, puck is loose, it glances off to the side. Harper gets to it first. Harper shoving the girl out of the way as they're battling for wherever the puck is. Lancers win it, they get it out in front. Haley gets back check on her. She puts it out of the zone. It just kind of dribbles out, but that's all right. We have M following the puck into their zone as they pass from D to D. They tip it forward. Evelyn and Mackenzie are back here, stop any kind of play from happening. Evelyn pushes the girl out of the way. Mackenzie gets it up to Haley. Haley picks it up now across the center ice. It's into the zone. That was they touched the puck right as soon as Haley was coming across, which on the wrong side got a offside call. We're down to 4:45 with the faceoff right here off of the zone. Kinsey gets that faceoff, but ref was in the way. Not sure who has the puck right at the moment. We have Emily and Georgia. Georgia back to Emily. Georgia gets it across the ice back to one of their D players. They get it all the way up to their forward. Emily's right there. Emily blocks the body. The girls get tripped up. Georgia picks it up. She skates it, tries to go back behind our net. I have a feeling that's exactly where Lancers want to be. Georgia brings it and drives it up and all the way out. It's loose. Georgia's racing to it first. No icing. She got to it. She tries to do a centering pass. But all the Lancers are in the crease. I'm sorry, in the center. Puck is now back in our zone. Lancers got to it first. Shot on goal. There's a rebound, gets up and out of our zone. 3:42 on this clock. Back to Mackenzie. Mackenzie puts it in deep. That's an icing call, but we'll take it and slow the game down. Maybe burn some of that clock off. Looks like we have Charlie coming on for Sasha and Lindsay Cat. And I think that is Amelie down there. Yep, Amelie get a piece of that stick, gets pushed across the crease right in front of Cora. Backed up by Ann. Puck gets popped up and off the stick of Lancers as they go back to the D, back around. Some good reaches there by Amelie. Shot on goal. Bounces off Cora's leg pads back out. Ann picks it up. She bounces it off the wall. We're out of the zone finally. They do a D to forward pass again. Again, that number 96 shot and goal at 2:36 in the third period. That is goal number 8 by the Lady Lancers. Georgia, Catherine, and Amelia on this front end. Evelyn and Maddie Benish back here on D. Coming down to the 2-minute mark in this game. Face-off win by Harper to Evelyn. Evelyn back to Harper. Harper over to Catherine. Just got by her. Their D picked it up back behind their net. Harper gets a piece of it. She centers the puck back to Catherine. Catherine takes a shot. Harper's on the rebound, but Shattuck covered up. 2 more shots on goal for the Lady Rough Riders at about 1:45. .130 on the clock as the Lancers drive it out of the zone. Maddie Benish gets a long stick on it. Catherine gets in the way. She ricochets. Harper and Catherine ran into each other. Looks like they're okay. Puck is loose over there in the corner. Maddie Benish back and forth. Harper's chasing the player down back behind our net. Puck gets centered. Evelyn bats it up and out of the zone. 1 minute as Amelia stops a pass. We just get the puck in there. Harper and Amelia gets picked up by one of the Lancers with final 45 seconds. Puck's back behind our net. I'm not sure who just got blown off their feet over here in this corner. Lancers are trying to set up. Puck gets over in this near corner. Amelie picks it up. She gets it up and out of the zone. Their D picks it up. Harper, Catherine. Ooh, there's a major collision right here. Looks like everyone's okay. Harper's back up. They're setting up right in front of Cora. Get up to the top of the point. 7 seconds left in the game. Emily's putting pressure on, tying them up. Harper bats the puck away from that far circle just as the buzzer goes off. Do we know what time the game's going to be tomorrow? 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
So our final game of this tournament will be tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central. Join us if you can. Thanks for watching. We'll stop the stream here right about now. Thanks for watching.